Hey everybody, welcome back to another Kevin's Creations here on Geektopia Island. I'm Kevin.
And I'm Cardwell.
And we're back to showcase the final deck of the New Frontiers format for everything for what we're going to do. And it is from the new game in God's Revolution. It is the boy Zeus. It is one of the... It's going to be a long deck, so know that just because it's a singleton deck, so we have to go over every card because they're all one-ofs. It is kind of rough, but I mean, that's how the deck plays. But the deck is going to be super fun to play. I've watched it play. One of the locals has it, and it's a really strong deck, and it can do a whole lot. And I really think that there's a chance that Zeus becomes like a top tier deck pretty quickly in the new Wanderer format.
That's a bold move, Cotton.
It is, but he can get there. But before we get into it, guys, remind you that we do have a Patreon. The link's down below. Go check it out. And in our Patreon, you'll get access to our deck text early. You'll get access to our Discord and all the other fun stuff we have in there prepared for y'all.
And with that, a reminder that we do actually have a deck builder app called FOW Grimoire. Just go ahead and get on Android or Apple. There is a free version to go ahead and create your first 2 decks, and just go ahead and share them to your friends and share them with us.
And with that, we're going to delve into the 12. So, our boy Zeus is the first Olympian. He is a high god, and he is a new 12 Olympian gods, which that actually matters, so just know that that's a thing. He is one of each color, and he has the tails, so you may not have more than one copy of any card in your deck, and then Revolution Order is 0, and then Force Command Olympians. And when he orders, he turns into Order the Olympians. Enter, you may search your deck for a new 12 Olympian god, reveal it, put it in your hand, and if you do, shuffle your deck. This ordered card gains the new 12 Olympian gods, and then you can call a stone still tapped.
Yep.
He is really strong because he gets to search and put whatever he wants in his hand.
Which is pretty amazing. But first, for the good old control is Fiethsing 100 Years of Wizardry. It's 1 green. It's a 4/4 Tails quick cast. Cancel target spell or activated ability your opponent controls unless the controller plays X, where X is the number of additions you control. Revolution. Pay 0, return the ordered card. This card to the ruler as a area as a ruler. If you do, draw a card. This makes you where you can, judgment more.
Yeah, and get free cards.
And get free cards and free triggers.
And she does trigger really funny with a card. We'll talk about it later, but we got to get to it. Yep. Next is the second Olympian, Poseidon. He is a 1 blue, 1/7 tails. Enter, or when this card is revealed from the deck by an effect of an enter ability you control, or enter ability gained from a card called Order the Olympians you control, you may return up to 1 target non-magic stone, non-J ruler entity you control to its owner's hand. That's what makes these dudes so strong.
Pretty cute.
Because with Zeus, when you're like, hey, order this card, I'm going to search for an Olympian and trigger its ability, which is nuts. Because it gets like double value out of the card. And then he has, whenever this card attacks or blocks, it gains +6/+0 until the end of turn. Union 7, new 12 Olympians, which we'll talk about in a second. Enter, draw 3 cards. You may put a new 12 Olympian god Resonator from your hand into your field.
Nice.
So Union 7 means that you have to have 7 different named Olympian gods in public zones and or revealed from outside the game. So in your graveyard and removed in your in play or revealed from outside the game. And you can get them really, really quickly, and this deck actually sets up to help you get those quickly.
Exactly. And as we said, Zeus is already 1, so he counts as 1 beforehand.
Yeah.
Hestia, the 6th Olympian, is 1 red Resonator, 12 Olympian god. It's 2/7 swiftness. Enter, or when it is revealed, this card deals 500 damage to target player or J Resonator. And then when this card attacks, you may destroy target damage J Resonator. Yay! And then Union 7, of course, is J Resonators you control gain swiftness. Enter, this card deals 1000 damage to your opponent and each J Resonator they control. So late game, this can just be a machine burn kill. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, this card is insane because you're like, search it up, shoot your dude for 5, play it, swing, kill your dude because I can. It's so strong just to be like, hey, cool, do that. Next, we have Aphrodite, the 10th Olympian. She is a white and a blue for a 4/10. Tails, enter, or when searched by, you get to gain 2,000 life and draw a card.
Ridiculous.
And if damage will be dealt to you, it's dealt to this card instead. You may play this card as though it had quick cast as long as you control in public zones and own a revealed outside the game. Combined number of 6 or more new Olympians with different names. So that's like its own little weird. There's a couple of them that have that ability, but it's odd.
For like no reason. But.
Yeah. And then Union 7, you get these activates abilities if you have the 7 revealed. If you would gain life, you gain double that much instead. If you draw a card, you draw 2 cards instead. So if you get to Union 7 with her, then you're like, cool, I'll gain 4,000 life and draw 2 cards. Appreciate you.
This is just a normal too, which is insane.
Yeah.
Just at any time, reveal, I gain, 1,000 life, right?
2,000.
2,000. See, even ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
And
pretty
we draw a
dumb.
card. Apollon, the third Olympian, is 1 white and 1 quick cast. Also a 12 Olympian god, 6/7. Enter, or when it is revealed, return target non-magic stone, non-J resonator entity your opponent controls from the game. Great, thank you. And then if you have Union 7, it has flying, eternal, barrier, and plus 1,000, plus 1,000.
So all your J's, all J resonators.
All J resonators get the buff. But still flying, eternal barrier is just
Yeah,
good.
yeah, making him a 16, 17, and he removes a dude, I'll take it all day.
It's just a nice little win con real quick.
Ares, the 8th Olympian. He is a white and a green for a 7/7 quick cast. Enter or when revealed, you cancel target spell or activate or automatic ability unless its controller pays X, where X is the total number of different names among new Olympians you control. In public zones and new Olympians you own revealed outside the game.
Ridiculous.
Union 7. Whenever a spell or ability your opponent controls is canceled by a spell or ability you control, recover up to 2 target magic stones. If the source of this canceled ability is a J resonator, destroy that J resonator.
Cute.
So he gets to be really good that way, but for the most part with Ares, you're going to use him already super early because he just gives you free value early. When you're like, cool, counter that dude, or counter that spell unless you pay 2.
Yeah. Extremely good, simple. Although, him not being red really throws me off for some weird reason. All right, Hera, the 9th Olympian. It's a darkness and white, 6/8. New Olympian god, of course. So enter or reveal, look at your opponent's hand and choose a card from among them. Discard that card. Union 7 has Drain, Bane, tap. This card deals 200 damage to target player or J resonator, so it can kill anything with Bane. And then your opponent may only play 1 card per turn. Super solid.
Yeah, cool. You're going to play 1 card, and I'm going to kill your 1 dude.
Yep.
Thanks.
I'm just going to tap. That thing's dead.
And I get to look at your hand and do things. It's disgusting.
Yeah. And the fact that it hits a J resonator, so you want to order that card, cool, it's dead.
Next up, we have Persephone, the 11th Olympian. She is a 6/6 for 2 mana, green and a black. Enter or when revealed by an order for the dude, you get to destroy target J resonator. If you do, draw a card.
Simple as that.
You can pay a black, discard this card, remove target card in the graveyard from the game, or you can pay a green, discard this card, return target spell to its owner's hand. Which is really good because it sets up her second ability, which is Union 7. You pay 0, and you get to either destroy target, or target J resonator gets +6/+6 till end of turn, or destroy target J resonator you control and target J resonator your opponent controls. Do this once per turn and only on your turn.
Ridiculous.
It also does not remove her from the graveyard, so you just get to do that every turn.
Every turn.
So you're like, cool, you're trying to kill this dude with like a spell with Gradius. You're like, cool, that's cool. I'll just pump +6 it after. I don't care.
Yeah, still amazing, still awesome.
You're just like, cool, +6 or do whatever.
Or
It's
save it.
nuts if they're just like, cool, shoot it for 6. You're like, cool, don't care.
Or just kill your dude and we're all good.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
All right, next one is Magna and Lenneth, the 12th Olympians. It's a red and a white 6/6 tails. Enter or whenever it is revealed, target J resonator gains swiftness and eternal until on a turn. Put X11 counters on where X is the number of different names among new Olympians you control, so the extra bonus there. And then, or revealed from the game. If X is more than 5, draw 2 cards. Simple as that. So you may play this card if it has quick cast if you control public zone and own revealed outside the game, any number of 6 or more. Which is weird because, the number 7, and then if it's just 1 less, you still get a bonus, which, meh. But, enter. When you have Union 7, this card deals X damage to your opponent where X is the attack of new Order Olympian gods you control. It kills the opponent.
Yeah, no.
Straight out.
Magna and Lenneth are really strong just to finish the game with because you're just like, cool, trigger. My dude's gain swiftness because I can.
Yeah. And then, of course, this card deals X damage to your opponent. Of all the dudes you have in control, just like, plop. They're dead. You're dead. They're dead.
Next is Artemis, the 5th Olympian. It is a green and 1 for a 6/7 quick cast. Enter or when revealed by, you can choose 1, recover up to 2 target magic stones you control, or up to 2 target J resonators gain flying. And then Union 7 is pay 1 less to play this card, destroy all J resonators flying you control, or your opponent's control. So it is not as good as the other ones, but it's still there and still good to use as a way to just be like, hey, cool, kill all your dudes.
Yeah.
Because I can.
If anything, you can literally order a card, reveal this, untap, play some more stuff.
Yeah.
Simple as that. This is the Attendant of Asmodeus. It is a 1 green demon, 5/7. Enter, you may remove the top 5 cards of your deck from the game, and if you do, recover 3 magic stones you control, which is powerful in this deck. Green, discard this card to your opponent, banish as an addition. So enter, you reveal so many Olympians. Oh, it could be 5 already. Thanks. And you get to untap and play whatever you want. Card's really good.
Next is Gill Lapis, the Vampire Guardian. He's 2 black for a 7/7 quick cast. Enter, put the top 4 cards of your deck into the graveyard, then put a Resonator from your graveyard into your hand. And then Revolution, you put X1 counters on this card, where X is the number of cards in your graveyard. Your opponent loses Y life, and J-Res is your opponent control gain -Y, where X is where minus is the number 1 counters on this. You don't really need to Revolution him in this deck that often because you're mostly using the mill forward to help set up your Union 7. Like, that's your goal with him, is just to be like, hey, I get Union 7 really quickly.
Just mill 7 and go, or mill, and then, hey, you have it all set. The next one is Athenia, the 7th Olympian. It's a 9/9, 2 white and red. And of course, tells enter, or when it is revealed, this card deals 600 damage to target player or J Resonator. You gain 600 life, just like that. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to you until end of turn. So, and when this card attacks, it deals damage equal to the attack of your opponent and all J Resonators they control. It's just so good. It's ridiculous. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to you, just in general. Now, you may play this card as if it had quick cast in a public zone and is revealed outside of game control. Combine any number 6 or less, or 6 or higher. But if you have a 7 12 Apostles, you do swiftness, flying. If this card would deal damage, it would deal that plus 1,000 instead. Damage dealt this way cannot be prevented. No, it's dealt to it, prevent 1,000 of it.
Yeah. She is insane. Like, Athena is super strong if you're playing Olympians, because she's just like, hey, cool, I get to deal 19 damage because I'm big.
Just hit you in the face and then deal all that damage to your creatures, and then I hit you in the face again, you're dead. And it's a normal, which blows my mind for sure.
Next is Pristia, the Seeker of Friends. 1 green and 1 for 7/7 quick cast. Enter, search your deck for a Resonator, total cost X or less, put it on the field. Or X the number of times you've already played a card called Pristia's Big Show, and then Pristia's Big Show is the bottom part, which is 1 green quick cast. 4C2, put this card into its own hand as it resolves. So you literally just get to play this one over and over again, and then use it the one time to search for whatever you need.
Yep.
Which usually is going to be 12 Olympian, which is really helpful.
The next one, of course, is Hades, the 4th Olympian. As a 1,000, it has 3 black will, and 1 tails. Enter, or when it is revealed, target J Resonator loses all abilities until end of turn, then destroy it. Extremely just powerful at any time. It's amazing. Tap, destroy target J Resonator. Oh, okay, that's cool. Just it gets to do what it wants. Union 7, though, rulers your opponent's controls lose all abilities. Then enter, destroy all magic stones.
Because, you know, land kill is great.
Yeah, all the land kill. It's redonkulous. I mean, who needs land when you already killed all of their stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty dumb because this deck can get him out really quickly with Union 7 as long as you have it, and then just be like, cool, you don't get to... And it's even worse because the new rulers, they don't get to do anything. You don't get to order. You don't get to do that because it's gone.
Yep, it just sits there.
And you just get to look pretty because you're like, I don't have abilities. Neat.
Yep, just call a stone and you're good.
And then the next dude we have, the final creature of the deck, is a Borzuki, the Vampire Astrologer. It is 1 black for a 2/2, and then enter, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, put 1 in your hand, put 1 in the remove zone, and 1 in the graveyard. Then put X1 counters on this card, where X is the combined number of cards in your graveyard and removed area. She has Flying, Drain, and Bane. And then Revolution, whenever a card is put into a graveyard from your removed area, put 2 1 counters on this card, and remove a 1 counter. Your opponent's J Resonators get -2/-2 for each one you remove.
Silly.
She is nuts strong because she helps you get Union 7 really, really, really quickly. Because you're like, cool, put 1 here, put 1 here, and put 1 in my hand. So I get to be like, play. And if you Revolution her, she's already a new Olympian that way too. So you're just like, cool, I'll get free value out of all of these.
Do all the extra bonuses ever.
Yeah.
Next one, of course, is Arena Expansion Mount Olympus. It is our addition for the 12 Olympian gods. Has Eternal Barrier, which, well, why not? If this card will be put in your hand from the deck, effects of enter ability gained by the ordered Olympians you control, we put it in the field instead. So you can almost do this turn 1 and get it over with. Tap, discard a card, draw a card. Then if you discard a 12 Olympian gods this way, draw 2 cards instead. And then tap, put target 12 Olympian god from your graveyard on the bottom of your deck, so you can search it up and do all its effects all over again.
So remember when I talked about Fiethsing being a card in this deck? This happened to me on turn 1 when I played our friend. He was just like, cool, play Fiethsing, order it, and you go search up this first because you trigger both the adventures how you want. And you're like, cool, play this, and then counter your spell unless you pay 1 because Fiethsing counts additions.
Yep.
It's stupid.
It's amazing and it's ridiculous.
Yeah, and then you're just like, cool, discard these dudes early because I don't care, and I'll draw 2 cards.
Yeah.
Next is the Water of Zeus. It is 1 blue, chant, quick cast, draw a card, force resonance Olympians. You get to draw another card and remove this card in your graveyard from the game. You may play the next card named Light of Zeus, Fire of Zeus, Wind of Zeus, or Darkness of Zeus without paying its cost. Those all have that same text at the end of the thing. They do something with removing the others.
And what happens with the Fire of Zeus is 1 red. Put the top 4 cards on your deck in your graveyard to help with the Olympians. With the Force Resonance, you may put a chant from the graveyard into your hand and then remove it to play for free.
I used to think this one was terrible, and then I realized how good that one is because it does set up Union 7, and it gets you back one of the cards you literally mill, so you don't lose any value.
Yeah.
The Wind of Zeus. This one's pretty disgusting. It is 2 green. Remove target spell from the game. Players cannot chase this card if you have Force Resonance Olympians, and then remove a thing, play it for free. Nice.
Simple as that. Now, of course, the Darkness of Zeus is 2 Darkness chant. Your opponent removes 2 cards from their hand from the game. Great. And then with the Force Resonance, it has quick cast, remove the card and do it for free, pretty much.
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good, especially doing it quick cast stuff.
And then Light of Zeus is 2 white. Any number of target entities you control. Any number of entities gain eternal. It has quick cast. Players cannot chase this card. And then Force Resonance Olympians, destroy all J Resonators, remove a card, play this for free.
Just like that.
This is literally a one-sided board wipe because you're like, all my dudes gain eternal, kill the board.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And then I swing for game, possibly.
Yeah, and then I swing to kill you because I can.
The Thunder of Zeus. It is Ruberg, so all colors, chant. Quick cast, choose up to 2. You gain 2,000 life. This card deals 2,000 damage to target player or J Resonator. Ridiculous. Cancel target spell or activated automatic ability. Okay. Your opponent discards 2 cards and you draw 2 cards. With Force Resonance Olympian, for each entity you control with 1 or more races, choose one of the races. You may pay any color less to play this card for each different chosen this way. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. This card's super strong just because you're like, I get to choose some things. You choose 2 things and you're like, I don't care what they do.
2 of the best things. Just 2 of the best things that you can ever do.
Next, we get into some of the essences. We're playing Essence of Athena's Power, which is 1 black. Quick cast, remove all cards in target player's graveyard from the game, and put all cards in target player's removed area into their graveyard. So it's there to help you fight against other Athenia decks and or against other Zeus decks, because you're like, hey, cool, put our dudes back when they Typhon, whatever, or remove them. All these essences have Force Resonance Olympians, where you can order them as a Resonator spell that goes away, like the order goes back at the end of turn. This one becomes a 4/4 darkness dude. That's it.
Simple as that. And you just want to order these, get all the special effects, and then you have a dude, and you got a revealed Olympian, which is ridiculous.
And you get a trigger on their Olympian stuff.
Yep. Essence of Odin's Power, it's 1 white. Quick cast, prevent the next damage that will be dealt to you this turn. If the source damage is a J Resonator, you may destroy it. So good. Force Resonance Olympians, as you play this card, you may order it to get a 6/6 Light Valkyrie. Simple as that.
Yeah. The green essence, Shiva's Power. Target J Resonator you control gains +6/+6. Then the chosen target deals damage to you equal to its attack to target J Resonator your opponent controls. You can order this to get a 5/5 Mimi Tribe, and it does have quick cast, which is nuts.
The Essence of Alice's Power, it's 1 white and 1. Quick cast, produce 2 wheels of a combination of any attribute. As you know, you're playing 5 colors, might as well. Force Resonance Olympian, you pay 1 less to play this card, so 1 white. As you play this card, you may order it, and if you do, it's a 6/6 Light Angel with flying.
Super strong.
Super good.
The Essence of Dragonflame's Power. This is probably one of the strongest ones because it gives a blanket effect of swiftness. Quick cast, 1 red and 1. J Resonators you control get +2/+0 and swiftness until the end of turn. As you play the spell, you can order it, and you get a 6/6 Fire Dragon with flying. This one is so good because you're just like, cool, I'm going to win the game this turn. Let's give all my dudes swiftness and play all these dudes.
Yep. Seems good. Essence of Kaguya's Power. It's 1 green and 1 chant. Cancel target spell unless the controller pays 2. Yes, please. Force Resonance Olympian. As you play this card, you get a 4/4 Windcat Resonator token. Just why not?
Yeah, super strong.
It's all super strong.
This is the only card that you can have 4 of in the deck because it allows you to. It says it on the card. Zeus enters the game of gods as 1 white. Quick cast. If your starting ruler is Zeus, you may have up to 4 copies of this card in your deck. Choose one. Produce 2 wills of any attribute. Spend this only to play 2 new 12 Olympians, or put target new Olympian from your graveyard or remove zone on the bottom of your deck. And then Force Resonance Olympians. Instead, add the following text and choose one. You may search your deck for new 12 Olympian gods, reveal it, and put it in your hand. If you do, shuffle your deck. Treat this effect as the effect of an enter ability gained from cards called Order of Olympians. So this allows you to go get another Order of Olympian cards and trigger it too. So you're just like, cool, let's do this one, and then I'll do another one.
Just for 1 white.
Yeah.
The party before decisive battle is 1 white quick cast. Remove this card from the game. And then this card gains, put this card from the removed area in the graveyard, draw a card, then recover target magic stone you control. This turn you may play any light resonators, though ahead, quick cast.
Because, you know, a lot of Olympians that are pretty strong are white, and just to give them quick cast is pretty nice.
Yep.
Dante enters the game of gods. It is 1 black, quick cast, choose one. Target J Resonator gains +4/+4, flying, pierce, drain, and bane. Or pay 5, 10, or 15, draw a card for each 500 life paid this way. So either one's going to work out for you. If you have the Aphrodite in your hand, you gain 20 and you take 15, you don't care.
Yeah, don't even care. And then you draw a bunch of cards. Green and white. Number 13, Anti-Magic. Of course, we all love this card. Quick cast, cancel target spell. Seal 4, pay a white less. Seal 7, pay a green less. Okay, everyone loves free counter.
Trishula. This one was really cute when he added it in there. It is green and 1 for an addition. J Resonators you control gain Pierce and Eternal as long as their attack is greater than 3,000 total. And then enter, put the top card of your Magic Stone deck into the field. So it allows you to get to your stones quicker, to do more stuff, to just mana ramp into the dudes.
Next one is Calamity Shield. It is a red and a white. Choose one. If a damage would be dealt to you this turn, it would dealt to your opponent instead. Love Deflecting Palm. It's so good. If damage would be dealt to target J Resonator you control this turn, it deal it to your opponent instead. This card would be dealt by a target spell or ability with a single target this turn is dealt to your opponent instead. Force Resonance Chaos we don't have, but the fact that you can just do this. Oh, you're swinging bid? Okay, bye.
Yeah, it is super strong.
For some reason, I just did not understand that this existed.
The first boon, Excalibur. It is a red and a white, quick cast, choose one, remove up to 3 cards from the top of your deck from the game. They gain, you may play this card from a removed area as long as they're in your removed area. The other part adds mana for heroes. We're not playing heroes, so that doesn't matter.
You just need to be revealed. That's all good.
Mm-hmm.
So the next one, of course, is Rigvada. It's a green, white, and red. Quick cast, choose up to 3, cancel target spell, cancel target activated or automatic ability, destroy target non-magic stone entity. The fact there are 3 cards that target an activated or automatic ability, ridiculous. Or even a card, just all the cancellation, all the fun times.
And then lastly, we have Tiffanomachy. It is the final duel. It is 2 white and 2 black. Each player puts in his many non-magic stone, non-chant cards with different names as they can from the graveyard into the field. Force Resonance Olympians. The cost of this card is a white and a black less instead of the printed card in all zones. So the total cost that would be checked, it is total cost of 2 instead. So this just allows you to do it cheaper if you're playing Olympians, and it just gives you all your dudes back. It gives you dudes back, and it gives your opponent dudes back. So know that when that happens, it does make a lot of triggers, and their triggers are probably going to happen first.
Yeah, that's why you just need to remove their graveyard first.
Yeah, with the essence. Yeah.
Yeah, with the essence.
And then the stones are really, really simple. We're playing the 1 magic stone, which is Force Resonance Olympians. It adds mana of any color. Or produce 2 wills of any attribute. Spend this only for new Olympians.
It's just so good.
So after playing this deck and seeing it, that card is... If Olympians are going to stay strong, that card needs to be dealt with or something.
Yeah.
Card's pretty nuts. The Magic Stone has 6 stages. We are still playing New Frontiers, like we said. So if we're playing New Frontiers, we might as well use the best stone in New Frontiers. And then Magic Stone of Knowledge. It has produce a green, seal 3, produce 1 will of any attribute. So we're playing super straightforward stones just to get you all the mana you need of any color.
For me.
You're just like, hey, cool, let's play some new Olympians.
Yes.
This deck is very, very strong overall. The dude playing it in our locals has a really fun time playing it. The thing with singleton rulers is you're never going to play the same game twice, pretty much ever.
Yeah.
Like, yes, they do the same kind of idea, but you're always going to see different cards. So it is really, really cool in that regard.
But thankfully, also, it's a toolbox kit. So anytime you want to reveal through Olympians, you can be like, what do I need right this moment to win? And you can just keep constantly doing that.
This is definitely one of those decks that you have to know every card in your deck at all times.
Yes.
Because otherwise you are not going to be playing this deck very good. But overall, the deck's going to be super fun. It is super fun to play. It's very difficult to play against because it does get very frustrating when they're like counter,
Kill, counter.
But it is what it is. It's just part of the game now, so no, that's a thing. But the decks will be down below, guys. Let us know what you think about it, and we will see y'all again next time.
Goodbye.
Later! Make sure you subscribe to our channel, guys, and hit that like, and then also click that bell so you get all the updates and notifications on our channel. And then send us any comments down below so we make sure we get them.
And just to remind you that we are actually streaming on Twitch now, where we do all our deck brawls and also video game content. And also remind you that we do have a Patreon, and we like to go ahead and thank the Mythic and Above Patreons. So thank you, Ryan.
Thank you.
We love you.
Boom.